And here we are at, what time is it? 12:48 a.m. in the morning. And we have some work to go do. We're going to work on this room till about 2 o'clock in the morning. So welcome, guys, to... I don't know if I want to do this on the Hello Life or Lovely J podcast. It's a cleaning. I'm doing cleaning, but I want to express myself. So I think I'm going to do this on Lovely J podcast. But I got to get some trash bags up and things. And then we're going to talk as I am cleaning because I have to get ready for change. And this change is... Can I tell you? Change is so freaking scary. It's scary. This change is so scary right now. But I got to trust the process. I got to trust God. I got to hang in there and not let the fear take over like it's trying to do. Like the intuitive, what do you call them things? Intuitive thoughts. I was just telling my granddaughter about intuitive thoughts yesterday. And now they're trying to attack me. But what I was telling her was that when they come, you got to knock them back down. And so that's what I'm doing on this morning. Ouch. Body done got stiff. I've been sitting trying to work. Y'all, I've been trying to make extra money. I've been trying to just do what I can do to help myself out. And to still, be a blessing to others and keep others in mind. It's not a time to be selfish. Not for me, no way. Because it's been on my heart that God loves a cheerful giver. And prayerfully, that's what I'm going to be. Just what he said I'd be. Now, I need to get a couple of things here. No, I'm not going to worry about that. Sorry if I'm grunting in your ear. But I haven't been on my TENS unit but twice this week. And I can tell. When I don't use it, I'm in pain. So I haven't used it. That explains my pain. And it's nobody's fault but my own. Okay, so what I need to do, I'm in this room. I actually call it the potty room because I don't have working bathrooms right now. But if the Lord will, I will have some working bathrooms soon. And that is that's a thank you Jesus moment there. Like that's beyond. But I have to get this stuff out of the way in here. And I just realized something. I can't lift any of this stuff in here. I absolutely cannot. And these other things, I'm just going to have to... I'm going to have to bag... well, we're going to use a lot of trash bags. We just put it like that. And we're going to have to stack stuff up. Let's see here. Gonna have to just stack things up. Where's my... I know I came in here with some... Okay, there we go. Gonna have to stack this stuff up because there's nowhere else to put it except for in here. Every place is full. Right now, everything is full. The kitchen is a wreck. The living room is a wreck, but it's a good wreck and it's a good mess because we had to bring everything out of the bedroom so that the floor can get fixed. So I'm not complaining about that. It's a good wreck. But now I just gotta bag this stuff up because y'all know how it is when we have stuff in the rooms and we will use anything to set things on. And right now, it's just hitting me that after 2.5 years of these things sitting here waiting to be used, that they're going to be used this weekend. And that's going to be the toilet, and I have a vanity. I don't know what. Well, I'm hoping it get used this weekend. That's my prayer that it will. Oh, I want to keep that. That is so pretty, and it's not messed up. Yep, gonna keep it. Hair dye. Do I need this? No. I don't need this, but I need some more of this shampoo. Okay, let me tell you what this shampoo, because the room I'm in right now, it also has a lot of products in here. And I'm hoping, I forgot to tell him today if he wanted this bed set, that he could take it, he could have it, because I'm going to need a floor in this room too, and I want to get it back to a bedroom or a content room maybe, or / guest bedroom content. Something like that. Oh, but if you go to my page on TikTok, Jamie the Advocate, you can see over there that I have in my showcase tons of products, almost 2,000 products. So as I'm going through, I'm gonna call out some of these products, maybe, but I need to focus too. But this one here really works good. I gotta get some more of this, and I want to get it in the burgundy color. It's the hair dye. It's spelled IMEIDU hair dye shampoo, 3-in-1 shine color, moisturizing healthy hair. And this color is dark brown. That dark brown is a pretty color. And it lasted in my head almost 3 months. I'm so happy about that. Then I have the New Testament Spiral Bible. If you like notebooks and things like that, that's good to have. And it has a place in there where you can take notes. I mean, just really nice. Really nice. All right, let me see here. Pictures can go over there. It's another tablet. I have lots of tablets. They were supposed to be in the thingy though. So I've got to move this stuff out of the way, which means, okay, let me see if I can do this like this. Let me put some of this in here. All up in there. Hopefully, if I can get this bedroom set out of here, that I can put some of those little shelves in here too. Well, they're not shelves, but you know, the storage bins. I would say you can get them on my TikTok shop, but I don't like the price they got on there right now. Because right now, it's the price that it's always been, $25 for one. But when I got mine and that sale was on, I got like 3 for $28. But they were trying to sell 4 for $48. So you got to watch out on some things on TikTok, because it can have these prices and it seem like a deal. But if it don't seem like a deal, buy the one that do seem like a deal. And for me, it wasn't the 1 or the 2, but it was the 3. There's 3 stackable bins. That's the name of it. Stackable bins. Now those 3, they were a good price. 3 for $28. You know what? I need my I'm gonna need my, oh my goodness, I just thought about something. Everything that's in that hallway got to get moved, because he's got to walk back and forth with this wood and stuff, and he's also got to move this commode is heavy. This new one is going back there in my bathroom though. I have a used one that I'm gonna be putting in the this front bedroom, because when my bedroom floor gets fixed, I will be back to my bedroom home. Put it like that. My bedroom home, I have not been in there since, I want to say 2013 or 2014. One of those years. Probably, no, it had to be around 2015. So it's been about 11 years since I slept in my room. And I have missed it so dearly. I really should have brought my thing in here. My granddaughter got a lot of sweaters here. And it's a lot. I have a lot of products. It's a lot. I believe I'm gonna lay all these up here until I get ready for them. I have these different covers and things. And I won't be able to move some things until some of this stuff gets taken out. Why are these back here? Right here at that. What in the bejesus is this? Oh, this thing is heavy. And why is it holding on to something? Yeah. As it gets closer to the time for this work to take place in my house, it's scary. And there's part of me that's real nervous about what's going on. I'm finna throw that pillow away. I don't want it anymore. It's pretty, but that time has passed with that pillow. Time to let that go. Got everything out, but because I've been waiting for so long, it's like a surgery. It's like getting surgery. When you've been waiting for so long for something, and then as you get closer and closer to the date, the nerves start kicking in, the reality starts sitting in, and that's where I'm at right now. The reality is sitting in that this thing is gonna be starting soon, and I'm happy about it. And there's a lot of stuff I'm finna throw away back here. I am not keeping all this mess. I'm happy about it, and I'm looking forward to seeing the good job that I know he can do. Ooh, what? Why is so much of my... You ever be looking for things, and then all of a sudden you find them where you least likely think you're going to find them? That's what I'm going through right now. I'm finding things that should have just been in my room. Yeah. Let me put this up there. This is one thing of trash. I'm gonna try to sweep it out real good in here too. I believe this is about as much as I can do right here for these areas. Besides, I can't pick up the trash in here. Whew. My back hurting. What else is over here? This say covers and blankets. It's got to go over here. So if y'all see me filming the videos back here, Just know that I'm gonna have some of everything probably in my background. Hopefully not. Okay, what is this? That's the makeup bag. Okay, makeup bag, you can get over there. This box is gonna be tore down. I have a Christmas tree box here too that I gotta tear down. I should have brought the marker back here so I could mark trash on the bags. Oop. I just stepped on something. So looking at this room, once this box of, it's a vanity in this room, and it's one of my smaller rooms. Once this vanity boxes, once the vanity gets used, and also the commode that's in here, then it's gonna be so much space. I remember one time, and I don't even know how I did it. Well, I didn't do it. Some Hispanic guys came and did it, and they fitted a whole king size bed in this room. Now the thing about it, it covered up the vent. It covered up the vent, and it had it covered up the vent, and it also took up the whole room. The king size bed went all the way to the door. Like you couldn't open the door all the way, and you couldn't close it all the way. That's how far it went. Yep. It's a lot of boxes in here, and I don't like it. I did it the time when I was buying things. I should have did that Christmas tree review, but I didn't. That's what kind of box it is, a Christmas tree box. And when I get the floor in, then I can do some painting in this room. I only want the stickers like in my living room and kitchen. But I can do paint back here. But I'm not ready to do any of that. That stuff will come. Like after I pay for this to get done, I have to go in financial recovery. Okay? I have to go into financial recovery. You know what I'm most looking forward to is learning how to use the toilet again. Long story short, when you have not used a toilet in years, and you know, most of the time when I go places, I might use the bathroom. I might have to use it, but if I don't, I'm not using the bathroom. So really, I have not used a regular toilet in years. So I'm looking forward to learning how to redistribute my weight, my body to do that. To see how things are going to fit. I forgot the big, oh man. I may not be able to get it right now. That might have to be something done another day. But the oversized lid for people who are disabled, the oversized toilet lid, I forgot all about that. Well, we just get this flowing right now. And I still got my potty for right now. Restaurant bathrooms I can use because they have handles to help me get up. And what else about them? And they had them wide mouths. Them restaurant seats, some of them are really wide mouths. So I don't have a problem with those. But y'all know I got a dome. My butt big. You ain't got to tell me. I know. Because, honey, I had to sleep with it. It go everywhere I go. And it just be dragging. No, it don't drag. A little bit of slump, but it don't drag. I ain't to that age yet. So let me stop there. Yeah. It might slump a little bit, but it ain't dragging. Let me put this over here. If I sound a little different, y'all, it's because I'm moving the phone. Had to get it out my shirt thingy. But yeah, I have not used a regular toilet at home in the last 2020 was the last time I used the toilet here. So that's 6 years. 6 years ago. And you know what? That's why I won't talk to no men. Men that I already know that claim they like me and things like that. I won't talk to them because some of them knew my situation. And when I was telling them about it, they're just like, I pray for you. But they could have helped me. You know, they could have helped me. They could have told somebody about me. They knew my finances because I've never lied about my finances. If I look good or look like I have more than what I do have, it's because of God's grace. It's not because I'm sitting up on a throne of money or anything. But God's grace will keep you looking healthy and strong. I think this bag is full. Oops. I'm going to have to go through and move all this stuff again. I forgot to get the faucet thing out. It's okay. Because I put everything in a way that I know how to handle it. But yeah, it was guys out here. They knew I was going through. One guy kept calling me. And he was laughing about the junk. Somebody, you done fix yet? No, Nick. I didn't. What you mean you ain't got your door fixed? Girl, you better get that door fixed. You sitting there laughing about it, you give me some money to get it fixed. And you know, when I was telling them these things that I had going on in my life, if I would have known they were going to throw it back at me as a joke, I wouldn't have told them guys anything. And I was just, at the time, I was just releasing. I was just venting. So you got to be careful who you vent to. Venting sometimes is prevention from you doing a lot of things that could harm others or harm yourself, or, you know, just what you could do to others or what you could say about others. You know, sometimes venting helps to keep you from throwing others under the bus. And other times, you know, because I've been talking to the guys for about over 2 years, and I'm thinking like, you know, I'm good on all that. For one thing, I don't want to go into knowing people and lying to them about who I am, and at the same time, now I've learned not to tell too much about me to them. So the things I tell on here, things that I've already been through, things I've overcome, some things I haven't, and some things I do get on here. I've been on here a lot after I overcome things. But yeah, he laughed about it. You got your dough fixed yet? You a man. And then gonna have the nerve to say he was talking to some woman, talking about she had issues and all that. And I'm like, I don't want to hear about her issues. Go get a therapist. Both of you go to therapy. Y'all, that's me smashing this bubble thing. I mean, seriously, they could have helped me. I don't want to talk to no man that knew I was struggling, that knew I was down, knew I was sitting there crying my heart out. I might not have had no tears, but the words that were coming out were heartfelt. Because I don't show my tears to everybody. And the last time I cried tears to a man, I said, I love you. And this probably would be the last time that you see this side of me. And I wasn't lying. And what I meant by that is that side of me that was really down for him, that was really crazy for him, not crazy in love or anything, that was really, I'm a true friend. Put it like that. I'm a true friend, but I also know when discernment says this assignment is over, it's time for you to move on, I'm going to move on too. And I looked at him, I said, look, I ain't never told no man this, but I'm going to tell you this. I love you, but this is the last time you're going to see me like this. I love you with all my heart as a friend, not as a lover now, but as a friend. But you're not going to get this side of me again. And I held true to that. He didn't get that side of me again. Because it's hard to go back into something once you done suffered for a long time. I mean, suffered for a long time, the whole time. And you see them doing things for other people. And you see other people bragging on everything that they're doing. But nothing. Crickets when it came down to me. If society can make you turn your back on me as a friend, then I'm good. I don't need, look, it's a lot of things I could have been out here doing, but I chose not to. That's why I say rebuilding and starting over, it can be scary. It can be scary. Because it's freedom. Because there's a freedom like you never had before to doing certain things and getting new things. And for me, this moment is one of the best. I'm not going to say best because the best is yet to come. But it's a life-changing moment for me. Because up until this moment, just about everything in here, the work that's getting done is the work that my ex had did that he left me hanging on. The whole time he got his money, he could have helped me fix the home that he lived in, that he slept in comfortably, never missed a meal. Never missed a meal. Take baths anytime he wants to. I never hound him or hassled him about any of that stuff. What I hassled him about, truth be told, I hassled him about spending so much time with his friends. And because when you wake up in the morning and you go be with your friends, you wake up, you go to bed and you just coming in from with your friends, you don't got no time for me. So that was my hassle. And then the cheating, that's what that was. But other than that, had anything, assets. Let's just say that, had assets, whatever the basic needs was. But didn't appreciate it. And then when he got his money, he ran off. He didn't help me fix my home. He just brought this rug. That rug might be still outside if that young man did not take it with that trash. And to see, we've been split probably like 10 or 11 years. And it took me this long. It took me this long to undo what he helped do. And every time, like, I have flashbacks right now. I got triggered. Okay? I got triggered. I gotta tell you about it because this is one of my strong venting moments that's helping me. And I really don't even care if you go tell anybody about it, whatever you gotta do. But hopefully this will help somebody else. But this is triggering me to be doing all this right now. To be having my home fixed. Because the triggering moment is when I start hearing the plans. I start hearing the layout. And And in my mind kind of shuts down because I feel like everything's going by so fast. It's so fast. And I'm trying to process that this is really happening. Because people don't really know. But this home traumatized me. He weaponized my home against me. And it traumatized me so bad to get it fixed. Just to get it fixed or think about it getting fixed. It hurt. It hurt like, I don't know how this, it's an emotional scar, an emotional wound, pain, and it's deep. It's deep. Because I'm looking at the room, now this floor gonna be tore out. Now new feet can come on it. You know, I'm thinking about those new steps God is gonna order from that bedroom now. I can now do window treatments, put up me some nice curtains and things, and don't have to worry about somebody taking it from me. Invisibles, I ain't forgot about y'all. Y'all be doing too much. But moral of the story is, I can now appreciate having a floor in my house. With new steps. With clean steps. Steps nobody's ever taken a step on. And I haven't never felt that before. And on top of that, it's just no words for it. Because this whole time I've been stepping back there. And every time I had to step back there in my room, all I could think about was my ex. Because when I stepped back there, I'm like, he did this floor like this. He did that like that. You know, that's all I could think about. But now I'm praying that God releases me from that past. And maybe when I do see the new floor and step back there for the first time, that it's going to be everything that God would have it to be. Because God knows my needs. He does. He knows my needs. And I'm hoping it be everything that I need it to be. Not just hoping, but praying for the strength of those all involved. You know, it's going to take place for those who even do down to the smallest job that God will supply them too and give them 100-fold. But yeah, it's very life-changing at this moment. This is a big moment for me. This has never been happened before. And people, you know, some people do know how big of a moment it is. And I'm praying that God protect this moment. And I rebuke the enemy's assignment to try to make this a failing assignment. I rebuke the enemy's attack on any of us that are involved in getting this home back stable the way it should be. I rebuke the lack of finances. We're going to have the finances to get this home done, to make sure that this man get paid what he deserves for his pay. I mean, really. It's got to be God's way or the highway. I will not have it no other way. And I think that I have just tore down that whole box. What time is it? Let me see. It is 1:22 a.m. Y'all, it was a lot though back here. And I'm still not done. I think I want to throw that cover away too. I want to get rid of anything that's tied to past failures. I want to get rid of it. I don't want to bring in things that people have. I don't want nobody giving me stuff. Don't give me nothing. You know, it's certain things I don't want, and I'm not going to accept it. And I know it's people trying me because they've tried to give me things, and I keep telling them, look, no. When God tell me don't take something, I'm not going to take it. So the fact that they keep trying to give me stuff lets me know that I'm on the right track. I keep telling them I'm not taking everything. That's not where I'm at right now in my life. That was my past life where when I didn't know how to pray for what I needed. I didn't know how to be patient, or maybe I didn't know how to talk to people to let them know my situation and my needs. I didn't know how to command my atmosphere and things. Back then, yeah, I was taking in everything. Anything somebody wanted to give me, I didn't know how to say no. But now I look at you, no, I don't need it. It's just me. It's just me. And even if it wasn't just me, I probably wouldn't need it. But right now, it's just me. There's lots of things that I do not need. Thank God. I am well supplied and well taken care of. The only thing I need is my home fixed. That's it. And when my home do get fixed, when you talk about sister using minimum amount of things, I don't want a lot of things. I just want God to bless my family. I just want God to stay in this house, continue living here, because I can feel Him. And that's my biggest thing. I just want God to teach me how to be more and more like Jesus. That may sound cliche. It may sound like, old songs or whatever. But that's my goal. Heaven is my goal. And there's just a lot of things that I don't need. And I've learned over the years, too much of anything is not good. And I've had my shares of too much of anything. And now I don't want all that stuff people trying to give me. What do I need, though? I do need to find out where where that faucet got to. I did have a faucet. I need to locate it. I had it over here because I had said that I want to put it here just in case if somebody decides they want to come and help me out with this house. And that's how it got over here. Let me keep looking. Ooh, that got my Bible. That Bible's heavy too. I probably can tote it again now. I used to carry it in the church, but it was so heavy. Hold up. You know what's crazy? Is that I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the sink thing. And I left it right over here. Okay, I can try over here tomorrow. I'm not going to try it right now. I'm tired right now. Oh, there is one more thing I want to throw away though. I want to throw away that cover. It's a Tiger Stripe cover. It was a good cover throughout the years, but now it's time to let it go. I had brought it from the Habitat for Humanity because I wanted color in my room. But now it's time to let that go. I just do not understand why this is back here like that. Lifting is not working for me right now. My back is not feeling its best, but it's going to feel better by in the morning. Praying that God do something with this bag. Ooh, it's going to be so nice to see this stuff finally out of this room. This is going to the trash. Oh, I hope I ain't punched that bag. Hey, if you be on my Facebook page, Lovely J Podcast, and you see those videos of products that I'm posting, you can get them on my TikTok page, Jamie the Advocate. By now, I'm thinking a majority of people know how to navigate from Facebook to TikTok. So yeah, you can grab that through there. What is these things? You know what? I done moved some dust around, and one of these trash bags stink. I done moved some dust around, and I can feel it in my throat. Ooh. I don't know what this bag is. I don't think I need the... These are headphones. Definitely gonna get rid of those. Little quarters. Alright, I'm done with this. I will come back tomorrow and look for the faucets. It's probably on this other side here. Hopefully. That's where it is. But I am so looking forward to getting this out of this room so I can convert it back to a bedroom. It's going to be a twin bed in here. Not going to put no big beds in here. I might not put no bed in here for right now. I might just put one of those. Might have like a twin size blow up bed in here. Or I might just clean it up good enough. And if somebody decides to come here and stay, they'll be on the floor. But they'll be on the floor. Because I'm going to try to get this floor fixed too. But one thing at a time, you know. I know I have a lot of ideas of what I want and things, but it's going to be one thing at a time. Just one thing at a time. I'm not going to say I can't afford it, but right now, you know, I have to do things in decent order, and that means one thing at a time, not getting too far ahead of myself, or definitely too far ahead of my finances. I do not want to be that chick who was starving again. I was starving, hungry. Y'all remember that? Go back and listen to some of my podcasts from 2015 on up to about, I believe it was 2022 or 2020 or 2022 when I got where I could buy food, real food. I mean, not the canned goods aren't real food, because they killed me. I was malnutrition too. Malnutrition because I spent my money foolishly. I didn't count up the cost. And one thing the Bible gonna teach you is to count up the cost before you do anything. And I was glad that the guy reminded me today, get the price of what this stuff gonna be. And don't forget to do that. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Because sometimes as women, we get so excited about what we got coming that we forget to inspect and make sure that it's okay. And that was what had happened. I forgot to ask and I tell my daughter, slow down. Hear what people are saying. And there I was. I made a boo-boo with it myself today. But see, we're not perfect. So, thank God he was like, well, you need to call them back and find out how much it was. Whew. So far, I'm not going to tell how much it was spent. Not right now. I might tell by the end, when everything gets done, I'll go by and do like that. Because this project, we're just going to call it a project. But this project has been in the making since 2000. Let's see, 26, 25, 24, 2020. 2020 is when I started initially getting tools and things to just getting what I needed to start the process to fix things. That's when I started getting the wood and stuff in 2020. So this project had not, if I would have had the money and things, y'all know, it wouldn't have taken that long. But by me being single and recovering from financial ruin and bankruptcies and all that, my last bankruptcy was 2008, and I paid that off. I got it paid off by 2000. I want to say I was on there for close to 5 or 6 years because they had to switch over from a chapter 13 to a chapter 7 to consolidate all debt and all that. But I started off with a chapter 13 in 2008, and that's when, oh yeah, if you do bankruptcy, try to do the cram down. That way they just add everything in there, and you don't, it's based off of the value of what you have, the things you have. And we'll talk about that another day. But yeah, that was good to do that. Because all bankruptcies are not the same. Some bankruptcies is just to catch you up, and then you go back to your regular monthly payments after 4 years. But the type I was on, it was able to pay off my home and some other bills that I had. And it took from 2008 to around 2015. And immediately, wait a minute, was it 15? Or 2008 to, I had 4 years, and then I had to go another year. So I want to say 2008 plus 4, 2012, 2013, I came off of bankruptcy. And I immediately went into college, because when you're on bankruptcy, you can't create any new debt. So I had to wait till my bankruptcy cleared, and then I went to college, and I stayed in college from 2013 to 2000. I did 3 years and a half of college. So that would be 14, 15, 16. Around 2017, I had to drop out of college. I was like 6 months short of getting my marketing degree in business. And I had to, in critical thinking and accounting. And I had to drop out because I just couldn't concentrate anymore. After my dad passed, I was no more good. And I didn't know, when my dad died, I didn't know nothing about mental health and all that stuff. And when he passed away, I didn't know anything. I lacked that knowledge. And I had to learn and go to therapy and all that stuff. And it's been a battle. It's been a ride. My stuff is dropping back there in that room. It's been a ride. And it's been a difficult ride. A bumpy ride. It's been a heartbreaking ride. I didn't find happiness. Not happiness, but joy. It's peace. I had joy, but I had no peace. And that doesn't make sense, right? But it does. I knew the things that were joyful to me and how to stay joyful. And at the same time, I had no peace because I couldn't rest. I was too focused on one thing over here and then would focus on another thing over here. I went from having fathers to, it just seemed like everything just happened overnight. But it wasn't overnight. It was over years. And I never thought about this house getting fixed. Never once. The way he did me with this house, I got so mad. I was really so mad and bitter. I took it out on myself and I took it out on the house. I took it out on my body. Not physically, like as it hurt myself with like weapons or anything. But I hurt myself with men. I gave men attention that I should have never even looked at twice. Ain't like they were all, some of them was not cute at all. And I gave them attention and let them wreck my nerves some, trying to make him jealous, you know. And I'm recovering from all that. Some things have been recovered and some things I'm still in recovery for. Because everything was all tied around emotional pain. And a big chunk of that got released in 2020 when I just stood in this house and I cried out to God. And whoever heard it, I don't care. I cried out to God because I finally realized what was holding me back. That was family. Not family in per se as each person, but in say of traditions. Family traditions and different family values and cores and, you know, all of that. Family environment. It was holding me back. But it won't nobody's fault but my own, because at any moment I could have did what I'm doing now. Walk the hell up out of everybody's life. I could have did that at any moment. But I felt so connected to everybody. I felt so bound to... I felt like I had to be the savior of this family, because anything everybody needed, they always came to me. And after my dad died, I realized there was nobody I could go to. So when this house started messing up, I just stayed on the road. I stayed on the road until I had that accident. When I had that accident, that's what set me down. That's what kept me off the road. 2016, had the accident, and I had to stay home. And that's when this podcast started. But it started out as my plus-size grandma in 2016. It started out as a way for me to release my frustrations because my mental health was bad. It was getting really bad. And at this time, I'm not doing Kiva or anything. I don't think I was doing Kiva. And you know, Kiva Advancement Podcast for Women. That's all about mental health and spiritual care. And I was doing none of that stuff back then. So I'm kind of like a newbie. I'm still like a baby in some areas, in some spiritual areas. I'm still a baby. I'm wanting to learn. I'm eager to learn, but I can't learn up underneath these lying people standing in the pulpit, lying and picking on people and mocking people, and they want somebody to hear them. It's like I can't hear them. God has my ears blocked. It's not for me to hear them the way they trying to make it. If I really listen to some of these people, what they're saying, I would be hurt. I would be emotionally torn apart. But I thank God for the blocking of not being able to hear and soak in some of the stuff they say. And I thank God for discernment. Let me know that, hey, watch well as pray. That's not no lie. That's no joke. Watch well as pray. And that's why, like, even as I'm getting ready for this house transformation, it's still the same. That's what God is saying. Watch well as pray. That means I have to prepare my home, not just for it to be fixed, you know, physically, but the spiritual side of things in this home have to be handled too. So tomorrow I will be going through those spiritual sides of things, and my you know, I'm glad she called me, my biological mom, Gloria. She says, can you get me some Norton oil and have it sent down here? She said, get the kind now they use to anoint people with. I'm going to get it for her. I'm glad she said that, because I'm actually going to get me some too. Now that, you know. But yeah, as this transformation come, I know it's a fight, because I've been fighting the whole time to get this. So if I had to fight this hard to get this far on it, it must gonna be everything that God said it would be. Cause I have fought. And even when I do get this, after I paid everything and after I paid everything, far as labor and things, which I'm happy. I'm happy to be able to pay somebody for their labor. I'm happy. I will never take somebody else's body for granted that's able. You hear me? I will never take somebody's body for granted. I understand what that temple thing means now. And that's because I've sat back and I've seen what I couldn't do. And if God allows somebody to be in the position that can do it, I'm happy for their body. I'm happy for their movement, ableness. And I'm just, so that's why I said I gotta stay prayed up. Because now during this transition time, it's not just going to level up my home, but this is leveling up my spirit. Yeah, it's leveling up my spirit. And I feel it. I feel the growth there. I feel it. Now, of course, I can't stop what other people do or say. I can't stop that. But I always try to do the best I can. Keep my home clean. Keep my bathrooms clean. You know what happened? I was sitting back there on the bed this morning, and I hadn't thought about it. But I said, I get to buy. This is silly, but it's blessed. Walmart has this program, right? It's about, if you fill out a lot of reviews, you do a lot of reviews, you might get picked to be in their review program. And if you get in their review program, they give you products. You can have these products free. Now, don't forget, now you're going to have to file taxes at the end of the year, but you can have these products. And I was looking through some of the free products they sent me to pick out through, and there was only one thing I was looking for, and that was shower curtains. And check this out. What I have not had, now I've had a shower curtain. I got a shower curtain for the first time last year. I got the butterfly shower curtain that I got hanging on my wall. Of course, though, it's not going to get, I'm keeping that on my wall because I just like butterflies. The other thing was, y'all know them bathroom sets, rug sets? I haven't brought one of those since, I think the last time I brought one was 2013 when Destiny was born, and it was a green one. You know how they had them pretty green ones? I had brought one of those in 2013, and that was the last time. So to be able to, and then I had to throw them away because, when everything started going down, so to be able to think that now I'm going to be able to walk into my bathroom and use my bathroom and take a bath. That's a lot of goodness to take in at one time. And I know it was nobody but Jesus. It was nobody but Jesus. I'm praising him in advance for it. It's already done. I'm praising him in advance for anything else that I need done. That's going to be already done. The other things I need done. It's a lot of things I need done. But this is the praise in advance for it all. I thank you, God. I thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. I thank you. I have not brought simple things in years. Ladylike things. When a woman can't get her house the way she wants to, the way she wants it, or the way she knows it should be, it takes part of her womanhood. I walked around, didn't want to be cute. because I knew what I was coming back home to. I just started back wearing makeup last year. And that's only because I had to do the TikTok shop. And makeup was part of the products I was having to use. If those makeup people had not given me that opportunity, I might still be sitting around here looking like a tomboy, for real. My granddaughters, they was sitting out here yesterday, and since we pulled everything out the room, someone was looking at the pictures. And they like, who them boys? Who them boys? Girl, them are not no boys. That's your mama and that's me. It was us. And that was during the days when I was a tomboy. See, we were tomboys. We grew up in the fields. We weren't trying to be ladylike. We weren't caring about no makeup and things. We didn't start doing makeup stuff till we got up in our upper ages. Probably like the 20s and 30s. That's when we started wearing makeup. And even then, we were still like little boys. We were dressing like boys. I wore men clothing up until I was probably in my 30s. Really. The tomboy side never really left me, but I toned it down to be a woman. And I almost said a woman of God, but at that time I was just a woman. But somebody saw in me it was a woman of God, so I'm going to claim that now. But I toned it down to be a woman to the man I was with. But it's something about a woman's house. They always tell you, don't go into another woman's house and try to take over and tell that woman what she need to be doing. Because that's her soft. It's not a soft spot, but it's a spot that you can rub the wrong way. That's her womanhood. That's part of her livelihood. Her home is. And if her home is not decent, it really do affect her. It really do affect me. Even now, knowing that I'm going to be getting this stuff fixed, just looking at the stuff that came out that room, it's affecting me right now. In my head, I'm like, I got to hurry up and throw this stuff away. It's affecting me because I know the type of home I want. And I always knew the type of home that I not necessarily deserve, but I know my style. And when I saw my style leave this home, part of my womanhood left this home. I saw everybody else's style coming up in here, but I didn't see my style. And now I'm woman enough to live in my style. And every day, since my back had been getting better and since I had been off the cane, every night I try to clean off the countertop, maybe wipe down the stove before I go to bed. And it's a start. It's a start. I'm not perfect, but it's a start. It's something good. I'm hungry too, but I'm not going to eat it this time of night because it's almost 2 a.m. If I eat right now, I'll be sick. So I'm not going to do it. Oh, I can have a yogurt though. Yogurt don't affect me. I'll eat a yogurt. Sorry, y'all. I got so excited. I got hungry. But yeah, a woman's home is her livelihood. Because when you go in that home, you see parts of that woman is all over that house. And when somebody comes and tries to take over your house, it takes away from you. And I dealt with that. I was a strong woman. I was a strong woman physically and mentally. But after the breakup, I was careless with my life. And now that I'm back home and I'm doing things, there's some things you can't even concentrate on until God release you to it. I really did not know that this house was fitting to get fixed. I just know that in my heart, it said go buy trash bags. Now, listen how God do things. I kept hearing it. I'm like, why? I know the Invisibles didn't know it either. Because they probably were thinking that girl already got trash bags here. But no, that was God. In my heart, I kept hearing, go buy trash bags. And I was like, trash bags? What I need trash bags for? Because I was like, I got a box of trash bags. And I don't never like to get too much of anything now. Well, I was like, I got a box of trash bags I just brought them like the other week and ain't even used them all. And no, it was go get trash bags. And now I know why. So, God be using these simple things to make us see that he is exactly who we think he is. He's exactly who he is. Trash bags, something simple as trash bags. It had not entered into my heart that somebody would come in here to fix this house. It had not. It was not in my heart. I know I had been praying about it, but I didn't know it was going to just be like now faith suddenly. I didn't know. And we got to go Saturday, and I get to pick out the kind of flooring that I want to put down. It's probably going to be something simple, but still, nobody's ever asked me to go pick out my flooring. See how new all this is to me? It may not, it may sound crazy, but it's an experience. I've never worked with nobody before that actually cared about my input on things. And that's exciting. All right, y'all. Well, enough about me, and I got to go. I didn't overstay my time. I didn't been on here over an hour. And look, go follow me on Facebook, Lovely J Podcast. On Twitter, it's at Miss Coco Bowden. And the TikTok, check out my shop. I am Jamie the Advocate on there. Peace, love, and happiness.